Hello everyone, welcome back to another week of the Prismatic Draft League. We have the camera in a new position. Hopefully that makes it a little easier to pay attention to what's going on. Well, not even what's going on, but so where it doesn't look I'm just looking off to the screen now. Now the camera's right above the main monitor, so regardless. This week we are up against the Florida Falinks, co-coached by Shadow and NinjaMeerkat. We should be facing NinjaMeerkat this week unless something changes. But they have a pretty intense-looking team, and something I think that's going to give us a lot of trouble. They have Dragapult, Ambipom, Electabuzz, Tauros Paldea Water, Diglett, Oricorio, Venomoth, Thwackey, Metagross, Sylveon, and Mudsdale. So they have two redirectors. I'm still looking back over this way because that's where my camera used to be. They got two redirectors, right? In Venomoth and Electabuzz, with Follow Me and Rage Powder, respectively. They have two fake-out users in Thwackey and Ambipom. Dragapult is the fastest thing we've seen so far. I think no one drafted the Electrodes, so this is the fastest Pokemon in the format of this league anyway, since no one drafted the Electrodes. Electabuzz can be a very bulky support Pokemon, as I already mentioned. Tauros is a Pokemon that's able to counteract our large amount of physical attackers with the Intimidate. Diglett for trapping, which can be very tough for some teams to deal with, and I think we might have a problem with it if it shows up. Oricorio Fire for their fire type. They don't really have any dancing Pokemon aside from Venomoth Quiver Dance, so it feels like Oricorio was just picking up to be the fire type for the team. I've already mentioned Venomoth. Thwackey I already mentioned with Fake Out, but it can do some damage itself with it being able to set up grassy terrain to give passive healing to its teammates, as well as hitting some hard wood hammers. Then we have Metagross, which is a very strong, bulky steel type. There we go, there's the word. And then we have Sylveon, a very, very bulky fairy type that's able to boost its own stats because of Throat Spray and Hyper Voice Pixelate. And lastly, Mudsdale, something that they've done a lot with. Like, if I go over to their stat list, Mudsdale is currently their kill leader. And doesn't even come to every set. Mudsdale just does a lot for their team, and I think it does come this week. That in mind, let's take a look at the speed breakdowns. Let me just move the camera. Like I mentioned, Dragapult is the fastest thing in this format. 213 speed is going to be something we can't really break unless we bring a Choice Scarf. Spoiler alerts. But other than that, his team, like mine, is on the faster side. But his team's actually even faster than mine, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pokemon out of 11 breaking base 90 speed. Where I only have 6 Pokemon. So his team is slightly faster on average than my team, which can be a little hard for us to work around. In terms of the shared weaknesses of this team as well, we have quite a few less compared to others. The one that sticks out the most, though, would be 4 weaknesses to Ice, and then as well as what else here is that interesting? The Ice one is probably the most interesting, as well as having 3 weaknesses to Grass, 3 weaknesses to Fire. And in the past weeks, having such an exploitative type weakness, such as Ice, would be reason for me to bring my Ice type, right? Cryogonal. But I'm not bringing Cryogonal this week, and for 2 main reasons. The first reason is that while it can deal with, like, the Dragapult, the Thwackey, the Diglett, and the Mudsdale. Mudsdale's main attacking method is with Body Press, and we're weak to Body Press on Cryogonal. And I don't want a repeat of week 1 where I bring a lot of Pokemon weak to Body Press. Oh, I think I do bring a few Pokemon weak to Body Press, but whatever, we have counters for it this week. And second off, the main one I'd want it to be Dragapult. I think I have other options for, so we're not going to bring it. As well as it's just another frail Pokemon to add to the team when I already have 2 in mind that I want to use, so I didn't want to bring Cryogonal. Tauros was something I was considering here for a while, because while Tauros isn't necessarily good into a lot of the team, it does have a lot of coverage moves, which allows us to hit quite a few Pokemon. Like, we got Close Combat for the... Close Combat for the Ambipom, duh. Then we got the ground, like, Earthquake for... like the Electabuzz and the Metagross. I think we get one. Is it? It's not knockoff. Is it? Actually, I don't think Tauros gets a Dark type move. No, it gets. Does it get Crunch? I do not remember. But I think we had something that would allow us to hit the Dragapult. But after consideration, I wanted something a bit more, like, powerful in a way. Like, yeah, Tauros isn't hit hard by a lot of the Pokemon on their team, but Tauros is countered by their own Tauros, and I don't think it does much into Ambipom despite the close combat. And while it is fast, I don't think it's something that we needed for this week. Magneton was something I was also considering, but in the end left on the cutting room floor for two reasons. One, I wasn't necessarily looking for a Sylveon counter, although Sylveon is something we need to be careful for this week. Oh, I can move my camera. Okay, great. There we go. Sylveon is definitely something we need to look out for, right? But Magneton, aside from that, doesn't really do much, and then it has the pretty crippling 4 times weakness to ground. It's 2 times weak to fighting, which Tauros is likely to come. 2 times weak to fire. Now, Oricorio probably won't show up, but it's just not something I wanted to bring, especially because the only thing Magneton would be offering would be an answer into Tauros, which is something I could do with Kilowattrel, which Kilowattrel is coming this week. Another what was the last Pokemon? Oh yeah, Gardevoir. Gardevoir isn't coming this week. If we look at the type breakdown, only 2 Pokemon are weak to Fairy, Dragapult and Tauros. And only 2 Pokemon are weak to Psychic, Venomoth and Tauros. And Tauros I already have answers for, because I'm bringing Kilowattrel, and I think another Pokemon has options to take on Tauros. So I wasn't really too looking forward to bringing Gardevoir, especially because of the amount of Steel types on this team. And by the amount of Steel types, I mean 1, Metagross. Metagross is a big reason why I'm not bringing Gardevoir, because Gardevoir I don't think is able to beat the Metagross, even with Mystical Fire. I think, depending on the Terra that Ninja uses on Metagross, Metagross is able to just 1v1 Gardevoir way easier than Gardevoir is able to 1v1 Metagross. Which is why we don't bring it. That in mind, I rambled on for that way longer than I expected to. Let's take a look at the team. So first off, we have Klefki. And I think you can already see where this is going before I even finish talking about this Pokemon. We have Covert Cloak, of course, because they have 2 fake-out users. We have Terra Fairy, because it doesn't really matter to Terra. Prankster, of course. We got Dazzling Gleam, Misty Terrain, Light Screen, and Thunder Wave, with a bulky Klefki set. Now, if you don't know what Misty Terrain is, I don't necessarily blame you, because there was only one Pokemon that really used the terrain effectively. Was it Tapu Fini? I think it was Tapu Fini. But what Misty Terrain does is that, first off, statuses don't work, which is a bit cumbersome for Thunder Wave, but I wanted to have Thunder Wave just in case. But what its main thing is it halves the power of Dragon-type moves into grounded Pokemon. So, this is one of our Dragapult answers. And it actually sets up our next Pokemon in Sceptile. Sceptile is Terra Ghost with the Misty Seed, Unburden, Energy Ball, Leaf Storm, Terra Blast, Protect. And I'm not too confident in this set, if I'm honest. Because I want to see it work out, and in theory, the Terra Ghost Terra Blast should OHKO the Dragapult if it's got no bulk. But it might have bulk, so that's why it might not work. But Regardless, we also have Energy Ball and Leaf Storm, of course, of our stab move. Energy Ball for most situations, and Leaf Storm for we need to get off a strong damaging move. And we have Protect, not necessarily because I want it to have Protect, but there's no other special move that I think is worth taking over Protect. So that's what we went with. Next up we have Crocodile. I know last week I said I wanted to change things up with Crocodile, but Choice Scarf Crocodile still continues to be something that is very important to this team. With Terra Water as a defensive Terra, Moxie to boost our damage, Knockoff, Earthquake, Aqua Tail, and Gunk Shot. I wonder actually. I'm not gonna run Moxie for two reasons. One, part of what I want to do with Crocodile is Scout, right, against the Dragapult. Because with Choice Scarf, Crocodile is 1 point faster than max speed Dragapult. So in theory, Crocodile should be able to outspeed it and hit with a knockoff easy GG. But here's the problem. Ninja will know that and will likely have measures to counter that, whether it be a Follow Me Pokemon with the Electabuzz or even Rage Powder with Venomoth, or simply running Protect on the Dragapult. But I think it's been banded most weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Which is why we have Intimidate. Because, if you don't know, the Dragapult has two very useful abilities for it. Clear Body and Infiltrator. Infiltrator allows it to bypass Protect, which is very good for a Choice Band set. Because what you really want to be clicking with Choice Band is the, what's it called? Is Phantom Force? So typically the counterplay around Phantom Force is clicking Protect on turn 2, but with Infiltrator you can get around that. However, especially against my team, it also has another good ability in Clear Body, which prevents stat drops. So by having Intimidate on Crocodile, I'm able to scout for whether it is Clear Body or Infiltrator. It's also got Cursed Body, but I don't think it's gotta be Cursed Body, right? I mean, that sounds stupid. Aqua Tail Terra Water is for the Mudsdale, which is kind of weird to be having coverage like that on the Choice Scarf Pokemon, but I think it's better than nothing, right? And then Gunk Shot for Sylveon, which I'm not confident will hit, unfortunately. But in lack of a better option, that's what we're going with. Next up, we have Terra Water Kilowattrel with Focus Sash and Competitive. Like as I mentioned, they have a Tauros of their own, so having Competitive on Kilowattrel will be the first useful time we've had it in 4 weeks. Kind of a problem with... I'm still looking at this side. Kind of a problem with snatching up all the Intimidators by accident. There's not really a good use for Kilowattrel's Competitive. Oddly enough. But this week we are going against a person who does have Intimidate. We have Terra Blast Terra Water for the same reason as we have it on Crocodile. Oh, I actually skipped over Arcanine, didn't I? Whoopsie. But we'll go back to Arcanine in a second. Thunderbolt, of course, for just damage. Tailwind to outspeed our opponent. They do have a Tailwind setter in Oricorio, so that's why I do have Tailwind. Even though I think on a whole, my team is going to be on the faster side on average compared to his team. Aside from Arcanine and Gyarados, everything else should outspeed. And Klefki, but Klefki doesn't matter. Next up, we have Arcanine Hisui with Terra Grass as a defensive Terra, Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, Rock Slide, Protect. With max attack, 196 speed, and 60 HP. 196 speed is to just outspeed Metagross. Metagross's max speed is 134. So we outspeed it just shyly. I don't think we get a Steel move. Oh, we do get Iron Head. Would Iron Head be more important than Rock Slide? Let's take a look at the... Let's speak to Rock on his team. Nothing important. Oricorio is weak to Rock, but it doesn't matter. I think we run Iron Head instead of Rock Slide. That's a good catch on my end, I think. We'll see, though. But yeah, the idea behind Arcanine is to just simply be bulky, live a hit. I think if we Terra Grass, we will out 1v1 the Aqua Tauros, even if it goes for close combat. Max attack Life Orb Water Tauros does about 66% to no HP Arcanine. So by having a bit of HP, we should be able to outlive it and just free-shot it with extreme speed. If it comes down to that. We've already gone over Kilowattrel, so last up is Gyarados with the Assault Vest, Terra Dragon, Intimidate again, Waterfall, Outrage, Iron Head, Temper Flare. With a very bulky spread, we are just outspeeding the Sylveon with the Gyarados. Terra Dragon Outrage should do pretty decent damage into most of Ninja's team. In fact, I'm pretty sure Terra Dragon Outrage does 90% to body press variants of the Mudsdale. Well, I have to double check my check because I think that might have been with Choice Band. So it might be doing like 60% to Mudsdale. Still a lot of damage. Iron Head, of course, for the Sylveon, and we went with Temper Flare as our last move because when looking at Ninja's team, right? Whoops, wrong tab on my other monitor. The one thing I'm seeing, right, with like Sylveon, the Dragapult, yada 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 yada, well, especially mainly Mudsdale, is I'm banking on Mudsdale's defensive Terra being grass. Now, I know that doesn't make too much sense, right? It could be Steel just as well, but Steel will still makes Mudsdale weak to fire. Fairy is another pretty obvious one, but that's why we also have Iron Head. But I feel like, and Terra Dragon could also be its Terra of choice, but then we have Outrage. So I feel like Mudsdale is going to have a defensive Terra in order to get those defensive boosts. So having Temper Flare on Gyarados, even though the only thing it would hit for super effective damage would be Venomoth and Thwackey, I think is important coverage to have. God, we are nearly 20 minutes on this. But anyways, I thank you all for watching this week of the Prismatic Draft League. I see you when we get into the match. Peace. Hello everyone, we are here for the match, and pretty much the team I was expecting. So, I'm looking at the team real quick. We do see the Intimidate, probably, right? I doubt it's Anger Point, and I doubt it's Kudchu. Do I want to lead off Klefki Sceptile? No, I feel like I want to lead off something simpler, I think. Griddly Crook Kilowattrel. Do Arcanine Gyarados in the back. I'll try that. We'll save Sceptile and Klefki for like game 2, maybe. Actually, no. We'll ball out game 1. We'll ball out game 1. Because I think game 1 is most likely the chance that he'll lead with Ambipom. We're gonna set up the Misty Terrain. Because Ambipom is faster, normally. We'll see what happens here. Oh, I didn't make Sceptile shiny. Damn. Missed opportunity. Mudsdale lead, though, is interesting. I think he was expecting a Crocodile lead. Steel Terra. Okay. Heavy Slam. Gonna Energy Ball Ambipom. Terra Steel, yeah, so this was definitely set up for a Crook lead. Terra Steel Mudsdale is actually very good information to have because that means we know that it's weak to Crocodile later. Wait, hold on, I can't Thunder Wave. What am I doing? Can't Thunder Wave. Oh, nearly messed up there. I think we switch into the Gyarados. Okay, so it is Clear Amulet. Okay, it's beat up Ambipom. Gonna Earthquake. So we're in a predicament where my only special attackers end up getting resisted by Terra Steel Mudsdale. No, it's Clear Amulet, so I could have Protect. Yeah, we're not doing much damage to Mudsdale. Okay, well that's a wash, right? It's Metagross. Okay. It's weakness. Okay, so we get to learn weakness policy. Get to learn weakness policy on the Metagross. So what do we know? We know it's... I think I'm gonna lead Kilowattrel. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lead Kilowattrel Crocodile and then bring Arcanine Gyarados in the back. We need to deal with the Mudsdale. Preferably some way fast. But I'm not sure if we have a good way to do that. Yeah. Why is it that stamina teams give us such a hard time? Right? Why does this keep happening? He knows we're Scarf Crocodile because we outspeed sped Ambipom. And it's clear body. I'm gonna switch out Crocodile. Hold on. Do we know if no, we have no idea what the Tauros has. We know it's clear body, not infiltrator. So I want to protect and I'll protect and knock. Yeah, Kilowattrel I think is more important to the endgame than Crocodile. Let's see. It's okay, so it's Scarf Tauros. It's Scarf Tauros. Okay. Scarf Tauros, Life Orb, Dragapult. I'm surprised Dragapult died to a -1 knockoff. Metagross comes in. Lower Taurus's attack one more time so it can't kill Kilowattrel. And Thunderbolt it. And then I'm pretty sure the combination of Crocodile, Gyarados, and... well, it hasn't parried yet. Terra Water. Bullet Punch, that makes sense. We knock off the weakness policy. He's gonna Bullet Punch into the Crocodile, but that's fine. Waterfall. Doesn't do that much, but... we have to end it with Outrage. Okay. We go to game 3 for, I think, not the first time this season. Game 1, on week 1, we went to game 2. I'm game 3. Crocodile Lee just feels very good. We need Kilowattrel, right? I think we bring the same Pokemon, but I think we need to change up how we lead. Crocodile definitely needs to start. Do I bring Klefki? Who do I least need here? I feel like at the end of the day, I think Gyarados ends up mattering the least. Do I lead Kilowattrel again? Or do I just lead the same? Got 2 Terra Water Pokemon. Sceptile doesn't do much if he doesn't Terra. I think I just have to lead the same. The lead of Crocodile and Kilowattrel just worked out way too well for us in most scenarios. And this time we're going to set up Tailwind. We're going to potentially sacrifice the Kilowattrel here, right? Because he knows I Oko Dragapult, right? And we know that that is Scarf Tauros. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. No Sylveon means we could Outrage for free with Gyarados. We can do Terra Dragon Outrage. No Ambipom lead means we don't have to worry about Fake Out. You save Crook for later. Potentially no Ambipom double hit for Mudsdale either. I mean, beat up. Because I'm going to be honest, we have nothing for that, right? We have nothing for the beat up strat. If it's Life Orb Dragapult, it likely doesn't have a Protect. Actually, it might have Protect. And if it does, it actually works out better for us because only Tauros attacks. It's Terra Stellar, Close Combat. We're gonna Terra Outrage and Thunderbolt. Nice to see Terra Stellar. No matter what, something dies here, so I'm pretty confident in going for this. He could switch in Mudsdale and get a stamina boost, which it could be something we have to deal with, but I think there's a good chance Kilowattrel doesn't die here, right? This is tough. Real fun set so far. It all depends on what's in the back, right? Could be Metagross, Mudsdale. Okay, that makes sense. We can protect Kilowattrel here. He does have Protect on the Dragapult. Terra Dragon Outrage, I think, will Oko Mudsdale. Well, that's with Choice Band, I think. We'll see how this does. Metagross switches in. Doesn't take much. Rock Slide Mudsdale. Switching Crook here, give up the special attack bonus. This might be a bad idea. No, Meteor Mash for sure would KO Kilowattrel. Yeah, I think we have to do it. Ugh. What will Ninja do? Get a big chunk into Mudsdale. Stomping Tantrum into Gyarados. And Rock Slide misses the Crocodile. We're giving the Crocodile too much boost. Yeah, okay, we're gonna lose to the Crocodile. We're gonna lose to the Mudsdale. Well, yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Damn. That's rough. I mean, we might be able to pull something out here. We protect Kilowattrel. We 2-hit KO Tauros with Extreme Speed. Then we get Gyarados in on a Tailwind. Maybe we win through that. No, I don't think we do. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, maybe I should have brought Gardevoir. Gardevoir. Does Gardevoir get Does base Terra Blast KO Mudsdale? That's what I have to go for. I have to go for base Terra Blast KOing Mudsdale at double special attack. We have 314? Maybe? I really shouldn't have Terra Gyarados that early. I didn't need to. I should accept the Terra for Kilowattrel. I didn't respect Mudsdale being in the back, which realistically it was gonna be. I didn't. There's no reason for Electabuzz to be in the back. No reason for Ambipom to be in the back. I mean, he could switch out Mudsdale here, fearing getting KO'd by something, by the Kilowattrel. But I don't see why he would, and I don't think he does. Tauros lives. Damn. Damn. Tauros lives. Damn. Damage roll. That was a good game, though. That was a lot of fun. Well, I tried to show off the Klefki and Sceptile, but unfortunately it doesn't work out in the end. The Kilowattrel worked out really well for us, and I think we led game 2-3, right? Our main problem we ran into is we Terra'd the Gyarados when we didn't need to. Yeah, he has Bullet Punch, it's true. Um, other than that, I think that was an incredible set. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.